2 months after devastating floods swept through the Riverina in southern New South Wales, some farmers and residents are still suffering. Several farms remain underwater and hundreds of families are unable to return to their homes. Many are waiting for insurance payouts to repair their properties. Rural reporter Sally Sarah reports from the town of Yenda.
Out here, the flood is far from over. Precious crops have been underwater since March. Local farmers say the water came up from blocked irrigation drains.
Most of this actually backed up from the drainage system. We're in quite a low area, and it was the backup from the drainage system that did all the damage, and then just didn't go. You know, we had 5 foot of water over the place for 2 months.
Neighbouring farmer Brad Taylor lost his entire cherry orchard, 11,000 trees worth $500,000. He's angry that Murrumbidgee Irrigation wasn't able to drain the water before it caused so much destruction.
I suppose the frustration is the last couple of months where we've just been unable to get across the ground to do anything and assess the damage and to try and move on from it.
A spokesman from Murrumbidgee Irrigation declined to be interviewed, but said the organisation will cooperate with any inquiry. The farmers here have not only lost their summer rice crops, but won't be able to plant for the winter either. Well, 2 months after the floods, the water has dropped, but there's still quite a bit in this area. At this time of the year, this paddock should have a wheat crop, but this year at least, the winter cropping season is a write-off. This is what the nearby town of Yenda looked like at the height of the floods in March. The new wing of the local preschool was finished only 5 weeks before the water hit. Now it's unusable. More than 200 families have left the town because they're unable to return to their flood-damaged homes. 90-year-old Phyllis Mott is one of the residents waiting for an insurance payout.
I know there's a lot more worse up than them, but it doesn't alter the fact that you're in misery while you're like this, you know, when it shouldn't be. Why don't they tell us whether they're going to pay or not, you know, but they won't.
Mrs Mott says the floods were the worst she's ever seen. She hopes the community will start to rebuild. Sally Sarah, ABC News, Yenda.